And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Check, 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 check.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
50, plant. 64, weak. 5.
Off the play fake. Costello. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's got Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans His 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Nifty move. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
18
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I'm too strong out here. Too big for you. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Off play action. Costello. Open man is Gordon, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
29 yards. First down, Saints.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 3. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints, nothing.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Costello. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
14. Saints 6.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On third down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kamara trying to right side, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. You chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Costello. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Thomas, the intended target. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd and 12, Winston airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready? Blue ready. 43. Check, 43. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This from 42 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over
Let's
first
go.
and 10
Do it.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Costello able to get this to Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Keep playing.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Costello. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, tight end's right.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Costello. Got Gordon open, completes it. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, Delta. General West. Five.
From the gun, Costello.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have...
We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Chopper! 25's the mark. Hey, check. Shoot! Two draw quarters.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Let's go. Let's hit this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Costello. And that will be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Off the play fake. Costello. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
64,
From the gun, Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I'm on. He's coming. Flip. We got double up. Easy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Just like to see that. Play this off.
They'll go again to Jones. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Watch time. Tight end right. Wait.
from the gun. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Costello. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check safety, check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Rolling to his right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Wait.
They'll run it with Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Even.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones, and an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Let's convert. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Jameis to throw it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards. Off the play fake. Costello. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.